A recent torrent of violent crimes in London, and across the UK, has been widely reported, leading many Britons to question why there has been an increase and what the police are actively doing about the situation. It was a topic addressed by Phillip Schofield and Holly Willoughby on This Morning earlier today, who spoke to Sgt Tim Rogers about the ongoing crisis. Figures recently released by the Metropolitan Police show in the past year there were 22,025 crimes carried out from a scooter. That makes roughly 60 a day. It is a common belief that police cannot chase a moped driver if they remove their helmet. However, the Metropolitan Police told the BBC if a suspect removes their helmet they can still pursue, while taking advice from the pursuit tactical advisor. Discussing the point on This Morning, Schofield interrupted Rogers mid-point saying, "I've got to jump in here. There's a lot of evidence suggesting officers aren't chasing mopeds." Rogers agreed, "No, they're not. If you're presented with that situation in front of you, that you've been trained to deal with a particular situation in a particular way and you've gone through weeks and weeks of training. Yet, if you engage in that training you break the law. What we're saying here is you're judged by the same criteria as your ice cream driver. For instance, you've got to drive to the same standard," he defended. Willoughby demanded to know how police forces across the country can make a difference to the rising crime figures if their hands are so tied. But Schofield went in further. He insisted, "The first 3 minutes of what you said was interesting, but they're not chasing, no matter what training they have, so you can stop a vehicle with your training, but we're straight down to the last bit there, which is, they don't." Rogers replied, "They do. There have been incidents in the Met at the moment." Schofield interrupted and demanded to know how many of the 60-a-day crimes the police have stopped. It seemed Rogers couldn't give a factual answer, and admitted, "Not as many as they'd like to, but you've got to look at the capacity and what's going on nationally. I spoke about the figures back from 2010. when we had a similar level of crime, but back in 2010 we had an additional 20,000 officers. In the year from June 2016 to 2017, official statistics recorded 16,158 incidents of moped crime in the UK, and the trend hit headlines again this week following Michael McIntyre's recent ordeal, which saw him attacked in his car while his young son was in the passenger seat. The thieves are believed to have smashed the window of his Range Rover and fled with his Rolex watch. Thankfully, the comedian was unscathed by the incident, which took place near his son's school. This Morning airs weekdays on ITV from 10:30 a.m.